Hello everyone, my name is Venusian Calliope and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is the 43rd video upload to my channel and yay! I know. Today's palette features some more of like the same colors where it's like I can't really tell you what exactly that shade is because, like, it's like, what is this? Is this like a purple or is it blue? Does anybody know? Leave a comment if you know. But yeah. Anyway, today I kind of just want to talk about, like, more people, I guess. I say that even though today's episode is almost 20 minutes. So it's like, yeah, 20 minutes of me talking. But yeah. I do like most of like my recording like in my room. I know I talked about my room briefly because, like, I mentioned I had, like, a poster that I found that I thought I lost forever, but I found it, and, like, less than 5 years after receiving it, but, like, I found it, and it's just, like, it is probably my most prized possession at the moment, and I should probably get it framed since it's, like, signed, but, like, you know. Yeah, life is sometimes like that, where you, like, find things that you weren't expecting to find. But yeah. I mean, I'm kind of excited, just generally, because, like, I have guitar lessons tomorrow, and I know I say I've been playing guitar for like 10 years, but truth be told, I am not really that good at it. And it's just like, how do you know if you're not good at it if you don't like play? And it's like, I do play sometimes, it's just I know I'm not like the best at it. And it kind of like bugs me because like I know that when it comes to, like, art and creative pursuits, you're not really supposed to be, like, genius artistic levels at, like, the first try. And it's, like, I wasn't expecting to be the next Jimi Hendrix with it, but, like, I'm just not very good at it. But I know that, like, with every hobby, it takes time to, like, develop it into, like, a craft and a passion and just, like, you know, dive deeper into music and challenge yourself to, like, do pieces that you know are harder, but you still struggle a bit. Like, truth be told, I struggle a lot. Especially with, like, hand-eye coordination or things that, like, require you to be, like, graceful and stuff. By the way, if you notice that I'm, like, lisping a little bit, it's because I am wearing rubber bands because, like, I have braces and my orthodontist is like, you have to wear these at certain hours, whether or not you're asleep or not, and you should be asleep, but it's like 11 o'clock where I am right now, like PM, and it's like, I need to be wearing these, and I am trying not to, like, spit on my microphone. Like, I'm like the lead singer from, like, Neon Trees. And it's like, he ruined so many microphones, you guys. But, like, yeah. Anyway, I mean, I'm okay, I guess. Like, I mean, I can play, like, certain things. It's just kind of, like, a struggle for me to, like, remain disciplined with, like, guitar in general. But, like, I don't know. Like, do you ever have, like, hobbies that sometimes you're like, yeah, this is me. This is my hobby, and I'm okay with this hobby. Like, running or anything really, and when you find it, you're like, yeah, this is my niche, this is me, this is it, and then you realize, oh, I'm not as good at it as I thought I was. That's kind of like me and guitar, and I kind of fell in and out of love with it. Honestly, sometimes it feels like I had a divorce from my guitar, and it just is, like, so annoying. Because it's like, I love playing. And I gave that up. Well, I mean, I say I gave it up, but, like, it's just hard to, like, pick things up again after, like, years of just struggling to, like, get there. And it's like, yeah, this is fine. Even though you know deep down in your heart that it is not really fine. But I think that, like, I don't know. Like, part of me wants to, like, do, like, tarot readings a bit more, but the other part of me doesn't want to be, like, just that. Like, I mean, I'm pretty good at, like, reading tarot and, like, reading the cards and being like, hey, this is this, and this is that. But I really just think that, like, tarot itself is, like, a tool to, like, see the patterns that are going on in other people's lives and, like, pointing it out to them. And just being like, hey, are you okay there? It's like offering, like, a gentle hand and being like, hey, are you okay there? And sometimes, yeah, you're going to be okay, and sometimes you're not going to be okay, and that's also fine. But yeah. But, like, you know, there's, like, only so far you can, like, get before you're, like, deep in denial about something. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's, like, so many, like, tarot reading, like, channels out there that I am just not sure that I should dive deep down into it and just be like, yeah, I am knee deep in tarot and this is fine. And you know what? I need to, like, start, like, my short series that I know that I was going to start sooner, but I just have been like, yeah, this is fine, even though I'm not fine. I'm not okay, but I know I'm getting better. Honestly, sometimes I wish I could ask, like, people so many questions, like, about their lives, or, like, what type of music do you listen to when you're feeling down, or when you want something, especially, like, professional musicians. Like, I've always wanted to ask, like, anybody that's in a band, hey, outside of your own music, or outside your own genre, what do you listen to when you need comfort? You know, like that. And I know it sounds dumb, but, like, I don't really care whether or not it sounds dumb at this point, but, like, I just want to know. I want to know what people are, like, passionate about. And maybe that will help me find myself. I say that as if I'm not, like, diving into this every day and being like, yeah, I need to record audio for this, or I need to edit this, or you have a big project that you're working on that's due exactly at this time, at this date, and you need a good thumbnail for it. Do you have everything ready? And you're just screaming on the inside, being like, ah, even though nothing is, like, perfect. And it's just like, my audio, not perfect. And it's just like, great. Everything is fine. But, like, I don't know. I mean, I want to do things and just be there. But on the other hand, I'm just like, I don't really want to go out of my comfort zone. Like, I mean, most of the time, I'm just, like, in my room or in my house chilling and working towards this. Like, for my channel. And I know it's a long shot, but, like, I guess what sort of keeps me going is, like, hope. And I just have, like, this, like, urge to just, like, hold on to something. Even though I know that, like, the path is uncertain. Especially, like, in regards to this. But, like, sometimes if I see what's happening, I just freeze. Like, especially if I'm, like, walking on a bridge and I realize, oh, crap. That's, like, 10 feet or, like, 10 meters. Or, I say 10 feet or 10 meters, but I actually mean, like, that's, like, a lot of, like, height. Like, oh, like, picture yourself on, like, the Grand Canyon where they have, like, that, bridge or walkway that's, like, made out of glass. That terrifies me. Where you just, like, are walking and it's, like, everything is fine, and then you look down and then you realize, oh, I'm out of my depth here. And it's like, do you continue on? Or do you just freeze? And sometimes I feel like I am so close to just, like, freezing and being like, yeah, this is normal, this is fine, this is whatever this is. And sometimes you don't exactly have, like, the words for everything, and it's like, great. I am a deer in the headlights. Oh, fun fact about the Grand Canyon, when I visited the Grand Canyon, like, more than 10 years ago, my family's car almost ran over an elk at the Grand Canyon National Park, and it was, like, right next to, like, this, like, really old hotel in the South Rim. Like, so old that, like, Theodore Roosevelt has stayed in it. Like, that's how old that hotel is. But, like, we almost ran over an elk. Like, oddly enough, that didn't happen in the Rockies. Like, in Estes Park. No, the time we almost ran over an elk was at the Grand Canyon, and nobody really associates elk with the Grand Canyon like they do with, like, Estes Park. I mean, Estes Park, like, the elk just basically, like, run the entire joint, and it's like, wow, elk are kind of scary. And truth be told, yeah, they are pretty kind of scary. And honestly, deer in general just scare the living right out of me, because it's like, oh, like, okay, the reason why deer scare me is because, like, when you see, like, a lot of the time, like, hunters, like, taxidermy their heads, and you just see, like, their glass eyes, and they just freak me out for, like, that reason alone. And it's just, like, staring into, like, your cold, dead soul. And you're like, oh, nothing in this universe is, like, really permanent, is it? But on the other hand, you drop things, and then you find them again, and then it's like, oh, there you are. And you find yourself back at the tangent about, like, elk and taxidermy and deers. But God, I don't know why I have, like, issues with, like, taxidermy besides, like, the whole, like, staring in the eye thing. And it's like, ugh. Like, ugh. Deer. They're kind of scary. And also, apparently, not to, like, freak people out about, like, prions and stuff, where it's, like, protein that, like, goes wrong, and, like, basically it's kind of like a virus. But, like, have any of you heard of, like, chronic wasting disease? That's, like, another reason why I'm kind of afraid of deer. Because, like, a lot of deer in North America have it, and it's, like, it basically kind of makes them, like, zombies a little bit. And it's, like, I guess it's, like, mad cow disease, but for deer in particular, and it's, like, oh, that's terrifying. And a lot of my nightmares have, like, deer that have been, like, partially, eviscerated by chronic wasting disease. And it's just so sad to, like, see deer like that IRL. And it's like, oh, that's scary. And also, deer can, like, kick you. Like, they have hooves and they can hurt people. Like, every deer has, like, hooves and they can hurt people. And also, like, the antlers, like, that, like, the male ones have, oh God, they're, like, scary. like, God, deer are just scary, and I don't know why deer scare me more than some people, but, like, deer just scare me, like, a lot. And it's such an irrational fear. Like, congrats. I am terrified of my own shadow, but it's deer. And, like, the other day, I was, like, visiting, like, family, and these family members live way out in the country, and there was, like, 50 deer in the yard, and I'm just, like, just trying to, like, be still and be calm and just, like, yeah, this is normal, this is fine, but the entire time, I'm just, like, screaming on the inside. And I just want... Oh, God, did I ramble on for, like, this long? Anyway, you guys already probably know that this is the painting, and thank you so much for watching, and bye!